Welcome to The Short Score, your weekly update of roping news from around the industry, where you can find the latest on the sport from the pro rodeo ranks to the jackpot world. I'm Taylor Vollen, and I'm your host. Hey everyone, welcome back to The Short Score. It's Taylor Vollen. It is finally time for our special nightly NFR round winner episodes. It feels so good to be back in Las Vegas. We kick things off tonight with round one, and I think it's safe to say that it is very, very clear our reigning world champs are back to defend their title. Tyler Wade and Wesley Thorp picked up the round one win with a 3.7 second run, and they also pocketed $33,687.18 a man to give them the lead in the world standings now as well. As always, we caught up with the guys in the press room after their win in this episode of The Short Score, which is brought to you by our friends at Professional's Choice. Well, it's that time of year again. Are you ready to boot up? Our friends over at Professional's Choice, which is the leader in equine leg protection, want to thank you guys for your support with big savings on all Professional's Choice leg gear from now until the end of December. If you're like us and in Las Vegas for the NFR, you are in luck and you can stop by the Professional's Choice booth, which is booth 3011 at Cowboy Christmas. Or if you aren't here in Vegas, don't worry, you can visit any Professional's Choice retailer in-store or online. Either way, you get to enjoy an instant $20 rebate on all 4 packs of sports medicine boots and $10 off any 2 packs of boots. These savings also include Professional's Choice therapy offerings like ice boots and Theramic combo wraps. Make sure you boot up and protect your equine athletes and save big, all with Professional's Choice.
How many times have you won the first round? I feel like you've won the first round a lot.
Three or four. Three, I think.
Once with Cole.
Once with Trey, and three.
Have you
Never had won the first round. Nope.
3-7. Why was it so fast tonight?
I think the steer just allowed it to be. He was dead straight, and when I turned him, he just hit on the end of it and allowed Wesley to throw super fast.
Did you know he was going to be dead straight? Did he do?
I knew he ran and went to the right, but he handled pretty good. So I was like, man, if I could get a good start, the start was key right there. I got a really good start, and then I think I could have pushed my horse up a little bit more looking back at the video, but the steer hit so good that it really didn't matter.
Yeah, what did it look like for you?
We did know the steer was pretty sharp, so he was going to take a good start, and I just tried to get down the pin as much as I could because he pushed right in the run-through, so I wasn't going to necessarily try to haze him, but I wanted to get the best start I could because it's hard to get going fast enough as a heeler almost here because the header's leaving when you do. And he got it on him fast, and the steer opened. I was, it's probably a half stride to the inside, but when he opened up, I was able to, turbo let me take an extra swing over him, made sure I placed my rope, and then finished really strong. So his horse faced awesome, so it just allowed us to really get a good finish. I think that's kind of the most crucial part about it. Like, we made the same run we always make, but we were able to finish really good.
Head horses can get to, not finishing in this building. Why? What do you do with him or is he just a freak that he stayed finishing that good?
No, one thing that's special about that horse is you show him one or two times and he's got it figured out, whether it's good or bad. But I usually don't face him around much, but loping him, I faced him a few more times, like, hey, get ready to get around right here because I don't want him to get stuck. Mm-hmm. And like I said, you show that one and he'll do whatever. So.
And Wesley, you've ridden so many good horses in this building. I don't want to say it's been a different horse every year, but you've switched around a lot on good ones. How does Turbo compare, and how does he feel?
Turbo is super free, really forgiving, but he also shuts the run down quick. And I would compare it to me, he's similar to Lex. Like when I rode him here, he was super free through the corner, so I didn't necessarily have to bank on a throw. I could be ready to finish strong and place my loop, and that was the horse I got on a roll here in 2019 on, and I just think he gives me that same type of feeling, like the comfort of not being trapped to throw faster than I want, but also he's ready to finish at any time. So I think that's really crucial here.
Do you feel like your roping's changed from this time last year at all? Or have you guys matured as a team? Or obviously you were mature enough last year, but
when I was struggling for 2 weeks, Wesley was still the same person, so it makes it a lot easier just to stay the course because we can get our butts kicked and we're still not miserable to be around. We just stay the course and play the game and see what happens, and I think it helps you get out of a slump real fast because you're not worried about anything but the next year.
Has anything changed in your roping or you guys as a team from your perspective?
I don't think we've changed too much. I mean, we just worked on the kind of the details that we want to put together, and I think a lot of that comes with knowing what to change and what not to. I mean, you don't want to fix what's broken, because I don't think there was much off, but just to kind of reiterate what we wanted to focus on to come together. But kind of like Tyler said, I think the one thing about our team I think that's helped us a lot is I think we know that we have the capability of being the best, but we're not necessarily have our expectations overly expected all the time. We're not sitting there expecting to win first every time or expecting to be world champions every year. We want to rope for a living. We want to, enjoy it. We want to be able to do the best we can. And I think if the opportunities come our way, it gives us a shot to be there. But if it doesn't, we're not going to try to be miserable and go backwards, because I think it's easier to go backwards when you start pointing fingers and wondering what he's doing and he's worried about me. And the next thing you know, there's turmoil there. And I think you have to be on the same page on the long haul of, hey, it sucks. It's a bad 2 weeks. It's a bad week. It's a bad day. Whatever it is, it's bad. But it's not like he's not trying. And it's like you're going to go through that with anybody, any partner. So it's like if you can't figure out how to get through that, I think that's the ultimate key in team roping. And I don't necessarily think we have it figured out at all, by no means. But I think that's the goal.
Did you rope him around the horns?
Yeah, I roped around the horns, and you were said my rope was old, but it's actually felt pretty new to me.
Is there, obviously it's so early in the week, game plans go out, or game plans don't really matter or whatever, but have you guys talked about a strategy for this week at all?
Like I said, we know what we can do and we know what we're capable of, and just staying the course is key. And the only thing we practice is how many we can catch, and I think the speed just kind of comes natural, and the horses help us do it. But the steer is going to determine the time, and we need to make sure we're catching cows.
We literally tried to slow down some of our runs just to he went way slower than normal, head of the steer, relaxed, finished in the middle of the arena. I felt like I took extra swings and finished, and we looked at where we were in the arena at all times, and we're like, hey, we're finishing in the middle of the arena, using the arena, and we're almost feel like we're going too slow. And our goal was hey, round, I think we're going to both be aggressive enough that turns up one more notch, but we don't want to be on full tilt here, because then it's going to just spiral. So I think the main thing we've been trying to work on is just slowing down, using the arena, using our angles, and completing the course the best we can, and let them tell us we're not fast enough first.
And did you feel like you were successful in that tonight?
Yeah, honestly, the steer was so good, I probably should have been a little more cautious in the turn to maybe not go quite as fast, but it worked out amazing. And that's a good problem to have, is to win the round and know that you need to change something a little bit. Yeah. So we're just going to tweak that a little bit. And then that steer was so good, he allowed us to be fast. And it really didn't matter how I turned him. He was going to hit pretty clean and give him a throw. But the wrong steer right there with that handle might not work.
Yeah. And you guys jackpotted a lot together, but you also, Wesley went to your house quite a bit. Or was that all those videos I've seen just in one day?
No, we went back and forth. Wesley bought some steers. I bought some steers. Mine were little and fast, and his were big and strong, and we just kind of got a little bit of everything. We both set the arena up, and our plan, like I said, was, hey, how many can we catch right here? And time was not of the essence, and we didn't care how fast we were. We wanted to see how many we could catch, so we're sticking with it.
Yeah, I think here it's so easy to get to spinning your wheels, and honestly, I've never came here feeling overly prepared. I mean, especially this year, I really didn't have. Not saying I wasn't confident that we could do good, but definitely wasn't overconfident coming here, and but I think that's because we tried to slow. I think you got to slow your mind down. That's the most important thing, and that's what we tried to do at home, and it was just kind of cool to be able to make the run we worked on and it come out on top.
Thanks.